Hi there guys. So tonight's worship service was great, but one of the things that's really going to help you in flowing in your worship is to learn Roman numerals. So in every key there are predominantly just 4 chords that make up the key that you're playing in. So for example, if I'm in the key of G, chord 1 in the key of G would be G major. We then count up from G4, so we go G, A, B, C. That's chord 4. If we go up one more from C to D, that's chord 5, and then chord 6 is E minor. Okay, sometimes we also have chord 3, which in the key of G would be 3 up from G, so G, A, B, which is B minor. So for example, chord 1, chord 4, chord 5, chord 6. Sorry, that's chord 3. Chord 6. And that's, we've just played Rapha. Yahweh, Rapha, Elohim, Shaddai, Jireh. You get the point. So earlier we were actually playing that song in the key of D. So the same principle applies. If we start the key in the key of D, then D becomes chord 1. If we count up 4 from D, so D, E, F, G becomes chord 4, and then A becomes chord 5, and of course chord 6 in D is then going to be 1 up, which is our B minor. So depending on what key we're in at any point in time, we can then navigate any song, we can play any song regardless of what it is, just by knowing the Roman numerals. So if when you're in the worship, you're always going to go typically between chord 1 and chord 4 when you're lingering in between songs. So for example, in the key of G, chord 1 is G and chord 4 is C. We welcome you, Jesus. We're in between the song right now. I don't know where I'm going, so I'm just going to play chord 1 and chord 4. Chord 4, chord 4. Then we're going to go back to chord 1. Chord 1. And then occasionally, we then might also go to the minor, which is chord 6, chord 5, and then chord 4, which obviously in the key of G is E minor, D, and C. So here we are, back in chord 1. We're going to go to chord 4. Now we're going to go to that minor progression. So it's going to be E minor, to the E minor, chord 5, and back to chord 1. So it means that then you can play around those chords. So if you're ever wanting to transition in between songs, or if you're worried about which key you're in, just know it's going to be one of those 4 chords. Chord 1, chord 4, chord 5, and chord 5 always wants to lead back to chord 1. So if we're in chord 1 in G, and I play chord 5, it's always going to want to go back to chord 1. So the most common progression in between worship music is chord 1 and chord 4. And if we're playing chord 1 and chord 4, regardless of what key we're in, we can be fine. So let's just take one final example. We're now in the key of E, so I'm playing E up the octave. That's chord 1. Going to go to chord 4, which is A. Chord 5, which is B. If we want to go to chord 6, it's C sharp minor. Chord 5, chord 4. Let's go back up that rear. Chord 5, chord 6, chord 5, chord 4, and then back to chord 1. So that way it's then really, really easy, regardless of what key you're in, to know where you flow, where you're going, and to transition in between songs. That way you can play almost any worship song in any key you want. Have a great day, guys. If you've got any questions, refer to the cheat sheet that I sent to Gaia, because he will be able to share that with you. It's got all the keys listed, and it shows you chord 1, chord 4, chord 5, chord 6, and then the extra one, which is chord 3, which is sometimes used in songs like Rapha, like we were singing to, like Yahweh, Rapha, Elohim. That chord, that extra chord, is chord 3 that is thrown in. But more often than not, chord 1, chord 4, and chord 5. God bless you. Have a great day.